Notification volume 0%.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Blindformers. I'm your host, Blind Prime, and for today I have for you Transformers Golden Disc Collection Terrazor. It's number 4 in the Golden Disc Collection, I believe, and it's the only unique mold that came out of the Golden Disc Collection other than the yellow Tony the Tiger. So let's talk about this guy. First off, I totally forgot to measure him last time in the More Than Meets the Eye video about his beast mode. So we're going to measure him now. Here's my new, look at this, new and improved measuring mat for the new year. Year 2 gets a better mat. Oh yeah. All right. So first off, we're gonna kind of set him down here. Should we count his wings in his length? Yeah, we'll count his wings. So we'll spread his wings out. We'll flip him around, and there we go. Let's get one wing measured up there, and one wing measured up right. Right, come on, get measured. All right, there we go. Cool, wingspan, here we go. Wingspan is 15 studs long. If I've done this right, which I believe I have. So let's see. Nope, longer than 10 that, because that's the 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So his wingspan is 26 studs wide. Figure-wise, he is, let's get him measured up here, from tail to nose. Yeah, we'll do a tail to nose, right there. All right, this is really rough. Tail to nose, this may not be completely correct, but it should be pretty good. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 studs long tail to nose, and we'll slide the little guy over there. And to finish it up, we need my friend, Mr. Cliff Jumper. There you are. All right. There's Cliff Jumper next to Terrorzor. Have him set him up here. There we go. Oh yeah, there we are. It does not stay, but there you go. Here's the comparison of Cliff Jumper to Terrazor, and Cliff Jumper is actually that works out pretty well with them next to each other. Though Cliff Jumper is obviously smaller. The Cliff Jumper mold. Oh no, I lost his wing. It goes from. It's really hard to measure compared in beast modes, but yeah, he's about half the length. I'm gonna set him up there. He goes across the entire width of the Terrazor minus the wings. Put this wing section back. Come on. Yeah. Sometimes these wings pop off, and there's a little nubbin, and you just shove it into the nubbin. There you go. All right. So now that we're done with all that, I'm done fixing the things I missed last time. If you would like, please subscribe and share and comment and do all those things. And then we're going to get right to it. So, when you're transforming your Terrazor, first thing you want to do is get these wings out of the way. So you want to fold them into themselves. They have a little hinge that I was just screwing with to put the wing back on. It's at the top corner of each wing, and it allows them to rotate inwards. And then you want to take the wing folds, and you want to fold both wings straight up. Yeah, there we go, straight up and down. All right, now that we've folded both wings straight up and down, we're going to move around to the back. Well, the underside of it, we'll take the head, the pterodactyl head, and we will just move it up. There we go, we're separating it. And the wing fell off again. It's okay, we'll get that in a bit. That's a bit of a QC issue. That's annoying. So next, you folded the head up so that the head goes across the back of the pterodactyl. Now you want to take these legs and you want to rotate them both downwards. So rotate both legs on the hip joint. They're just going to kind of rotate down, and then you want to unfold them from their folds that they had developed while in pterodactyl mode. And after we've done that, we can then kind of break this guy a bit. This is the fun part of this transformation, honestly. And the transformation is pretty simple, and this part makes it a little more fun than it normally would be. All you have to do is just kind of grab the head, and there's a little So to get the head of Terrazor out, there's a little lip in there, in the little head compartment, where you folded back the pterodactyl head, and now you folded forwards the chest area of the, the bottom area of the pterodactyl. You can reach in there with your thumbnail, your fingernail, and you rotate his head out. And it's a little difficult. It's a stiff joint, but then you can rotate it out, and then you close it back up. So the head's out, and the legs are down there, and now we just need to break this guy. In the sense of we need to fold things so that he can actually be a good robot. There's a way to do it and a way not to do it, and you don't want to screw those two things up. So what you want to do is you want to take the bottom, the waist area that has the legs. It actually has its own joint to allow it to split off from the top area where the head just folded out. And then you want to take that, and while this is going on, go ahead and take the arms and just go ahead and rotate both arms completely outwards away from the transformer. Get them as far out as they can. He's stretching his arms wide. He's stretching his arms wide. And then we're going to rotate this down. So first off, you want to pick up the tail. The tail on the back of the pterodactyl thing is on its own little hinge, so you want to pick that up. And that's going to allow for a little extra movement. And what's going to happen now is that this section in the middle, right above the legs, in this little skirt thing, you can feel there's this little post-looking feeling thing. There's area. It's got a little bit on the end of it, and that's going to bite in somewhere underneath here. And you can feel with your hand. You can reach under there, and you can feel the little area. It's a little rectangular cutout where this bit is going to fit in. So what we want to do is get that in there. So now we just take and we use the chest, put the chest in one hand, thumb and forefinger, and then put the legs in the waist area in the other hand, and then you're going to kind of shove them together, and the bit that I explained is going to fold into the back of the transformer. And then you fold down this bit that I told you to fold up, the tail section that folded up, you fold that down, and that will lock the legs and the chest together, a little locking mechanism. That's a really cool transformation piece. His legs and his arms are a bit meh on the transformation, but this middle body section is actually really unique. Sadly, though, it doesn't allow him to have much waist rotation. He gets a bit, but not much. Now you can fold back, you rotate the pterodactyl head so that the weird little head nubbin is the one sticking up, and then you just kind of fold that backwards. There we go. It's doesn't like to, but you can move it backwards. Perfect. So it's just going to kind of sit on his back, and that's going to be his backpack, and then his wings are just going to kind of sit on either side of him. And now we finish it up by straightening the legs. There we go. Legs are straightened. This guy came with 2 talons as little accessories. They were tiny little things. What I've done with them is I've put them in this siege port right on the back of the legs. That's right above the feet. And before these were in place, he was terrible about standing up. He couldn't stand up at all. So I took these 2 little raptor claws, and I've put them into that area so that they act as kind of a heel. But you got to make sure that the claws rotated properly and actually sits in there. But they act as a heel and allow him to have a more stable connection. They look cool on his wrists, but if you want to pose him and not worry about him falling over much without using any sort of glue, then I recommend putting those pterodactyl claws, the raptor claws, on the backs of his feet, the backs of his ankles, to allow his feet to rest on them like heels. And you just rotate both of back to the figure, you rotate both of the arms down, rotate them across, pull the hands out from their sections, because they were folded at a 90-degree angle, and you just fold them down, and there you go. He's done. Look at that. He isn't a bad transformer. He's just got a pretty simple transformation, except for that weird little part. And then he's got his gun, and we can put his gun in his hand. There we go. There we are. And that is Terrorzor Terrorized. I hope that you've enjoyed the show. Please, if you don't mind, go below and share, like, comment, subscribe. Those are all nice things. They help me raise awareness. And Yeah, share it with any visually impaired person you know who may be interested in Transformers. Heck, buy your visually impaired friend a Transformer for their birthday, or you just as a random gift. They'd appreciate it, and then point them in the direction of my channel, and I can help them transform it. All right, well, I've blabbed on long enough about Terrazor. I hope you have a wonderful day, and tune in next Prime, where we will be discussing Terrazor's robot mode in the next episode of More Than Meets the Eye. Bye bye for now.